Hello, my lovely spectators. Dee here. Welcome to my studio. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. So we're gonna create some stuff. It's Mass Make March. This is one of the activities that I decided to do. I've done paper clips on my channel, not part of the Mass Make. I've done hidden paperclip bases that are good to go, and you can just, attach bigger, chunkier things. But this time I'm going to make bases, and I'm going to use, of course, these guys. I feel like it's kind of dark. Is it kind of dark? I think I need some light. Hold up one second. There we go. It's the sun. No, it's not the sun. So again, I'm popping out my paper clips, and we're going to grab some of these. And actually, this is not anything kind of new. So they're about a ½ an inch wide. So I'm going to be cutting paper 3/4 of an inch. So we're going to need paper clips. We're going to need, I'm using double-sided tape to make life easier. And then we'll have some scrap paper, etc., to kind of finish it off. So let's see, how many can we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's start with 10, because 10 is my mass make number, 11 and 12 for good measure. Okay, this is not a new method, but it's a method that, most people I think are using. I was not reminded. What is the word? Where are the words? The words not coming out my face. I was kind of, I will say reminded, because I hadn't done them in a minute. And so I was watching YouTube, and Antonio Creates use this method, but he did it narrow, and I loved it. And I said, okay, you know what, I want to make some of those, so let's make some of those in Mass Make March. So I have some papers from one of the other projects that I did, right? So we've got a couple of different papers. Some of them are double-sided in a very neutral way. These are, they're from a vintage package of paper from these die cuts with a view. But anyway, so what I want to do is I want to cut out some pieces that are going to serve as the base of future decoration, right? Not like the other ones where it's like they're just like really need to be covered, but like this one is not super gonna be covered. So I was looking at to see how wide this is. Comparatively speaking, it's a ½ an inch. This one appears to be about a ½ an inch, just over it. So this will cover this beautifully. Now, for most people, when you make a paper clip, let's use some scrappy pieces over here, and let's just take a card that I have over here in my stash. For most people, let's illustrate with this, right? It's a piece of whatever it is, business card. You will take a piece of paper, for the most part, put your paper clip on here, right? And then from here, you would be able to cut it. It doesn't have to be super long. And then whatever else you are going to use, like as your paper clip, as your decoration rather, for the paper clip, you would then fold it over. Okay, see if I have one that's a little wider. Kind of, sort of. You would fold it over, right? And in that respect, cut this here. This is going to be your paper clip. Now, the main thing being that these two pieces of paper that are between the paper clip, right, need to be adhered to the outer layer very well, to the edge of where the paper is, so that they will slide on together So you see, they would slide on in between those papers while this is covering and that is creating the decoration. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. Now, what the little twist that I like that Antonio had done, and I'll link his channel and I'll find the video and link the video as well, was that he had, so let's take this back, right? We put this on here, and if we wrap it around completely like this, boom, we're done, right? This is why sometimes usually it's like bigger, it's more clustery, it's more like a thing, right? But what he did was he actually had it extending past the end of the paper clip here and was able to punch a hole and make a little dangle. So it kind of reminded me of my little notepad dangles, but of course it's not a notepad, but it was like, oh, I could use it as a dangle. It could be an alternative to a tab. So I want to set some of those up. So that's what we're going to do today. And so we're going to try to make 12 in a reasonable amount of time. So I'm going to use, I think he used a smaller paper clip. Since I'm using a 2-inch paper clip, I'm going to go with the 3/4 of an inch wide for the interior and 1 inch wide for the exterior. Okay, so that's what I need to figure out. This definitely feels like it should be an exterior item. It does work out. So I'm looking down here, but over here you can see that the 1-inch mark is there. So I'm going to line up with the 1-inch mark there, and I'm going to trim out this. So right now this is going to be part of my covering. Now with this one, let's see if I can also get another inch out of here. So now I'm lining it up with the inch over here so that I could cut away the branding strip, sort of. So this is not basura. This is good. This goes in my box, my little tub over here. That is going to stay for now. Let's see. Our our paper clips are 2 inches long. So if I were to cut these into 6-inch strips, right, then I would be able to cover them up to 3 inches. But I'm going to need a little longer. So this is probably only going to work for me for 2 paper clips. So let's keep going with some of this stuff. This is also good for an exterior. So let's go ahead. So you know what? Let's do that. So because if I can get a bigger chunk and keep a chunk, I would rather do that. Well, it doesn't really matter. Let me stop dilly-dallying and fussing over here. So I'm going to line it up to 1 over here on that side, and get another strip, and we'll use 1 of those. So we need 12 of those strips, and we'll work with it. I'm lining this up to 1 in here. Okay. And then I'm letting it lay there, and then I'm cutting it down like that. And we'll use that, and we'll keep this. And with this one, there's not much going on with this side. And this one has bees. So, you know, you could use paper. We'll probably put some of these guys out. So now I'm just doing the exterior. So that's 1 inch. That's 1 inch. Here's another inch. And another inch. So we've got 4 of those, right? We need to have 12. So let's just make sure. 1, 2, 4. So that's 8. We're gonna save this because we're not making them all. These are for exteriors. Let's do this one. Another inch over here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, and we'll save this for another time. So these are the exteriors, and we're going to figure out the lengths that we're going to need, right? We will try to maybe even do some eyelets if I see the stuff that I want, which I have eyelets right here. So we can do that as well. We'll just have some fun eyelets. And then we will paper, but I need to have something for the interior. So I don't want anything that's too heavy, but I don't want anything that's too flimsy. So I'm looking for some paper that I have here. Okay, so I don't know where I got this paper. It has a little bit of shine. It's similar to copy paper, but it feels a little thicker, slightly thicker. So I have 4 sheets here, and we're gonna cut those to 3/4. So we're at 3/4, right? So this is 4. Probably don't need to cut 12 completely, but I'm gonna do that because we just want to get the cutting board away from me. Another 4, so that's 8, and then another 4. Okay, so this is gonna go into the stash, scrap, etc., etc. And this bad boy, where are the other little bits and pieces? This is so annoying. Yes, I'm gonna complain about it every time I use this for the rest of my for the rest of my life as a crafter. Love this, but anyway, moving on. So we need to figure out the lengths. Okay, so once I figure out the length of the interior, then I will just cut them all to the same, and then we'll figure out the length of the exterior. So these are our interior ones, right? And so we have 12. We're going to make sure that it passes it enough, right? So that I'm looking at the longer one, right? Because I want that to be covered with the adhesive. So we're going to do that. Okay, so it's going to be like this. Okay. And let's just see how long that is. So for a 2-inch one of these guys, Paperclips, we're going to kind of need 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. So we might be able to get away with that. So let's do that. Let's just cut a few of these guys to 4.5. Okay. So yes, probably 4.25 could be a thing, but I'm not going to stress it out because I can use those strips for other things. It's inside, so it doesn't have to be super precise, I would say, right? But we just want to get them long enough. I don't want to short them by much. Okay, there we go. So these guys will be cut. Okay, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, and so the first phase was to do that. So now I'm just going to fold them in half, give them a soft fold, and then we're going to put the paper clips on there and get them situated. Okay, so there we go. Okay. Now, he also mentioned leaving them unadorned. He used more solid papers. And then afterwards, he did model and show, model, it's an educational word that we use to say that we're showing someone how to do something. So he did model, he did show us on his video a quick little decoration of a couple of his pieces. So he's so funny because I've seen a few of his videos. I've subscribed to him, of course, because I find him to be so fun. But he talks so fast, and I know I can talk fast, and I was like, huh? So I don't know what's going on there. But he also does this thing in the beginning. He's waving his hands. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying, dude. So one of these days I'm gonna have to use the setting on YouTube and kind of slow him down a little bit so that I could figure it out. Because, you know, I do my whole little thing in the beginning as well, and then I do my whole little wavy in the end. So when I find people that have similar tendencies, it kind of makes me chuckle. Okay, so I keep saying so. I'm noticing that I do a lot of things. I've been editing more of my videos, trying to cut out the repetitious stuff, right? This I might have cut out, but this is not going to take us that long, right? When I know the video is going to be like long, right? We're talking about hours. I need to cut out these repetitious things. Okay, so now once that's there, we want to figure out where. Now again, I cut 12. So am I good with just cutting them and doing it? Sure, of course. So I do want to back away a little bit so that it's not right up there, right? Because then I have to worry about being really precise. But you could be really precise with your glue right at the edge, right? And then what I want to do is I want to have that back piece, right? So let's figure out where we're going to be. Okay, we're going to, let's do it all the way. Why not? Let's do it all the way. And then I want to fold this, right? So that when I go like this, I'm going to have an area. Now, I don't want it to be that far out. So let's adjust it a little bit. Let's see how much we actually want to use. Okay. That'll be about a half an hour. Not a half an hour, guys. Maybe the video might be a half an hour. I don't know. Let's see here. If I do that, it's about a half an inch. Okay, so let's fold that here right now. Okay. Let's figure out what that looks like in terms of the length. So it's looking like it could be 6 inches. So you know what? I'm gonna do 6 inches. So I'm just shifting over my line, okay? So that I'm gonna have 6 inches cut. And we will just do this again and again and again. So what I would do if I'm not gonna bring out my trimmer is I would put it at the edge of my board. And then I will put my fingernail at the edge where the 6 is so I know where I have to fold it, and then I can just finish that. So 3 on this side, 3 on the other side, we have our 6 inches. Now if you want us to do a banner cut or something like that, then by all means you could do that at that point in time. So with this one, I want to use both sides, right? So it is 12, so we're just going to cut this one in half. Okay. And then we can fold them in half. And if you feel like it's repetitious and you don't want to have all of this on there, you could fold it the other way for the blue to be outside. But I think this is plain enough that it could actually work. So the next thing is just to fold out our 12 pieces. Okay, so for this one, I think I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to fold it because I like this vintagey, what is it called? Words, they hurt my head this early in the morning. Advertisement pieces, I guess. So we're gonna do that. Okay. And it's a cute on the outside, but I think for this one I'm gonna stay with doing the vintage looking newspapery help wanted ads. Okay, with it, okay, let's see. So let's see. We got 2 like that. We got 2 like this. We got 2 with these feathery things. All right. This one has a pretty back. I don't know. Let me do one of them. The other way around. Okay. So we'll have 3 of those pages, vintage pages. So I think this one will do the other way. Okay, and then this one we will contain the same vintage whatever. Now if things don't line up, once it's glued down, you can reassess the situation and kind of fix that up. So now with this one, I'm just going to cut them in half because that's what we asked to do. Okay, I don't know if I like this one as a paper clip. It's cute. I think I could do it as a paper clip. Okay, and then this one, do we want to do one that's like this as a paper clip and it has potential for whatever kind of decoration? Okay, so over here, this one is not, has not been cut down from the branding strip, so let me get rid of that. Okay, and we'll do this one as a yellow. I'm just gonna fold all the 6 inches ones and then we'll make them as we go. Okay, And there we got that. This is trash. Where's my garbage can? I don't know, so we'll throw it over there. What else do we have that I pulled out? More of the blue. Okay, so we'll do some blue. So I think we might be able to pull out some more paper clips, depending on how long this is. Taking a bit of time, but a mass make is a mass make and takes time. Simple enough steps. Let's do this one, fold it out like this, and let's do this one as a blue like this. Okay. All right. Then we have, I don't know what I just dropped. What is this one here? Let's do another one of these guys. Oh, this one wasn't cut. That's right. 1 second. We need to trim it at the branding, which I can see right here, so it doesn't throw us off. I'm gonna fold it in half. Okay. So the paper could do the talking for you because it'll have a pattern or not, depending upon if you have double-sided or single-sided. The dangles will help add the little bit of pizzazz. Mind you, I'm making it so that I can put dangles, but do I have dangles? No, I do not have any dangles. So that's funny, but it is, excuse me, what it is. What it is. It is what it is. Okay, I'm just gonna cut away that. Let's see. Let's do the honeycomb over here. And hopefully we have some, yes, we have some feathers there. Okay. So I think I'm folding like enough for an army. As if I was cooking. I'm cooking my gas. Yes, but you know what? We'll do the 12 and then we'll be done, but I'll be able to make several more and throw them into my stash. Okay. So we're just gonna fold. Okay. So now the next phase is going to be to add the double-sided tape to the inside of these strips. And once we've done that, we'll be able to put the two halves together, so to say, and we will be good to go. And then we can add the eyelets. So let's put that like that with the bees on the outside. Okay, so okay, are all my strips folded? Yes, they are. Okay, perfect. So let's put one together completely for you guys, and then I will continue to mass make, and you can dip out, I guess, whenever you like. Let's do these, the one that I liked. Okay, so I'm going to take double-sided tape and I'm going to place it on the inside center, right? I want to be in the center, okay, of this. Now, you could try to cut them all beforehand, etc. I don't know how successful I would be, but I'm going to cut them because remember, we're going to place these so that it would be exactly to the edge for the paper. And then we're going to fold it over. And the glue here is going to add to hold it together so that I could throw the eyelet. So let's take off this, right? So mass making, put the adhesive on all of them in the center. Now we pull, we place this towards the edge, right? Make sure it's straight, okay? Then I'm going to bring this one to the edge here and make sure that I'm straight, and then I'm going to press everything down. I'm going to make sure that I get everything like this, okay? And there's our paper clip. And if we did it good, then we should have no problem with going like this and having the paper clip have that, and we have this little tab hanging out. Okay, if I don't like the corners, let's see, we're trying things, see if I could do anything with it after the fact. So a little bit. I could do a little bit. So I could do a little something at the edge to clean it up if I like it, you know, to have that. And this side's a little longer, so I just go up through the side and clean that up a little bit. Okay. And then, you know, and that would be the phase. That would be like steps as you go. Okay. And then let's take our eyelet. Let's see. These are a bunch of funky colors, but it is what it is. And let's just grab some onto the table. Let's see, what do we want to put here? Let's put this funky purple lavender lilac-y thingamajiggy. And we're going to go to the small one because this is for the small. Center, I wouldn't put it too in, but I want to try to center it, right? So I'm going to go right there. Okay. And then that might be too high, but if I pull a bulb pin, that should be fine. Then I have to make sure that I have, so I need to move this to smaller. So I'm going to turn this around to the smaller piece. And then I'm going to turn this divot, right? Because this is the divot that goes into the bottom of the grommet or the eyelet and pushes it. You have to evenly place that divot in before you rush to close the divot. So I need to turn it around for this divot and bring that down. Okay. So now let's put the eyelet in. So probably we'll put it a little lower, but that's okay. I'm gonna take my time, make sure that the divot is inside that, and then I'm gonna squish. Okay, and I get a nice back and a good front. Okay, and I have some bulb clips around here someplace. They don't have anything on them, but let's just show that this is what you would use, possibly, or you could do something more permanent if you wanted to attach a jump ring to it. But we put the bulb clip right through there. Okay, and then yeah, so even there is good enough. So this side or that side. Now you may see the shape of the paper clip. If that bothers you, then add some more directions. Add some more decoration to it. Okay, so let's make the 12 that we said we were going to make in the beginning. And we'll go from there. Well, 11 more, right? So let's go push this to the side. Push this to the side. And so let's pull out 11. Let's see, I want to do one with the bee. That's 1. With the honeycomb, that's 2. I like the feathers. That's 3. Another one of these guys. Sorry. That's 4. Right? 4. A blue one. That's 5. A burgundy one. That's 6. Okay. Another. The blue one. With it open here, so it'd have the floral on the other side. Let's see here. Another feather one. I like that. Okay. And then let's do one of these. Like this one here. Ooh, you trying to hide? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's grab another one. 9, 10, and 11. Let's grab 11. Where's 11? 11 here. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my adhesive. I don't know if can you see me? Can you see? Can you see? Yes. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure. I'd rather lose a little bit of adhesive for precision. So I'm gonna make sure. 1. Right. I'm going to make sure I'm in the center. 2. I'm going to make that. Right. Okay. It's getting a little bit off all over my hand. 3. I can bring some down closer to me again. So like I said, mask making. We are mask making. Excuse me. I thought I was gonna be cough free this video. I had a little tiny one before. Didn't make a big deal of it. That one was horrible. I do not know what's going on. I haven't been quiet today, so it's not like it's my first time talking. It's actually trying to get myself back to normal hours, because you know me, I'm crafting in the middle of the night, doing PT on other days, and watching you guys who also create content. That's not the word. Content. Yes. Okay. Alright. So. Alright, there we go. Okay. So that part is done. So now the next part is going to be to cut off the ends. But you know what? I'm going to do the taping first, because I could then cut, or I could just go like this. Most of the time, double-sided tape, you can just push it onto itself. So it's going to be to line it up again here. Make sure that it's straight onto the adhesive. Bring this, because we're doing it as a full front. You could, like I said, do it back. This is how I'm preferring to do it. Burnishing it down, getting this section here, because that next piece is going to be to clean up and then do the next thing. So we're just going to do that. We're going to take off our adhesives. Right? If anything's hanging over, we'll flip it onto it. We're going to put our edge of our paper clip right there. Make sure it's in the center. Bring the other side of the decorative paper right there. Okay, and then we're gonna pressure that down. We're gonna burnish this one, press the other side down. 1, 2. Okay. Yes, I'm looking at my nails and looking at my skin. I need some lotion, but we're in the middle of things right now. Okay, so that. Okay, so excuse me. So yeah, I mean, I've been watching the mask making of people, and it's like I've been doing recording ahead of time. You know, multiple videos in a day, setting them up to, you know, schedule, etc., so that I could have a video out each day doing something mask make. Plus, it has been my goal to do the 100-day project. So I started the 100-day project with the mask making, so kind of to get me off to a good start. So, and I've been seeing so many things that are already scheduled on my channel but haven't come out yet that people are doing. This was, I don't think this was a mask make for Antonio that I could recall. I don't think he mentioned that in the video. But yeah, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna take this one from him, because I'm at a low. I'm not losing steam, but I'm seeing a lot of stuff repeated, and I'm trying to be super like original. But I mean, how original can we be? I forgot who it was. I don't know if it was Gail or if it was Kathy's Garden, or probably a lot of people. There's only so many ways you can fold a piece of paper, you know. So we try to be ingenuity into our craft, right? Hacks and things of that nature. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, so that's there. Let's get our next one here. Bring this over. Yes. So I think my numbers are up to 286. So thank you guys who have been subscribing during this time frame, because I did get a few new subscribers since the beginning of Mask Make March. So what is it? The day's the 10th. It's been like maybe 6 or 7 new people. So that's awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you will continue to enjoy content of other things once the mask making. I do love a challenge, so I do participate in a number of challenges, so you will see more things like that. But I also am going to be doing maybe a little golden book series and making the ephemera for little golden books because in my mind they should be a certain thing. So that's something that I'm planning. I've seen that a lot of channels been doing lives. I don't know if I have the nerve. I used to do live stuff back during the vid, but that was for board games. So if y'all want to play some board games, let me know. we could do a live. No. Yes. So yeah, because I mean, I have a few people that comment on a semi-regular basis. Thank you so much, you guys. You know, I got Miss Pat who's like my biggest fan. Hello, Pat. And so I she had given me some encouragement when I started back to the channel. I had been like not doing stuff for a while, and that was really sweet of her. Then with finding my floor and stuff like that, I've and the small crafty creator challenge that I put out, you know, of you know, commenting back and forth on the regular with like, you know, Cindy from Scrapbot and Candy's Crafty Creation, her as well. Teresa, Crafty. These are all smaller channels because we connected through that little hop, and that's been really cool. And so, you know what? For this video, I will mention all of them in the description because I want to thank them, you know, for being part of the community, my community. You know, I love that. You know, we did small crafty creators challenge, challenge. I even forgot my own hashtag. But the hashtag that has stuck with me for the most part has been creators inspiring creators. You know, I put that out there and I add it to all my videos because I really think that that is something that is fantastic. We inspire each other. And so I love that hashtag. And that's why I don't feel bad. I'm taking Antonio's video and saying, you know what? I want to do that. Because I'm going to do it. And this is coming from him. This style, right, is coming from him. And so, yeah, I'm going to give him the credit. What credit is due. I have a few other videos where I've, you know, taken inspiration from others. And I tell you who it is. I tag them. I show you the video and I include it in the description of where the inspiration is from, you know. So this was not on my list for Mass Make March. Little got stuck in my mouth there. But I loved it. I love a dangle. I love a good dangle. So it inspired me to change up my plans. I don't know how many times I've whited out my calendar because I have a calendar of all the dates of things. I have to figure out what date this is going to be. It's going to obviously, excuse me. Oh, I got to pause there because that one was bad. This is a little too long to fold over. And I have to figure out where, because I had some ideas and then I've had some long videos and I want to make sure that I have, try to stay under an hour. Sometimes I go like, what do you call it? A mile a minute. And sometimes it's just chill. Like today, this is like, to me, this is a low chill kind of activity. So it may be a longer video, but the sometimes hectic, chaotic nature that I may come across as having may, you need a break. So I'm giving you a break from that. All right, so we are done with this part. Let's see. All right, the time is not too bad. So I want to put the holes in, but I also want to just add that little, you know, something on the corner, right? So I'm gonna try to stick this in as much as I can, cause the staple is in my way. Not the staple. What's it called? The paperclip. All right, that's a hot mess. So we will freehand something else. We will freehand that like a tag shape. I'm not doing a good job of that. That's okay. I'm all right with that. Okay, so let's see if I can. Maybe I need to do a circular one because some of them are all the way at the end. So I'll do the little tiny circle one just because, just so it has a little bit of a finished edge on the side that's gonna slide onto the paper. Okay, there you go. This one's being a little more successful. And this is only because I almost did the wrong side. Only because I put the paper clip all the way to the edge. If I had the paper clip a little further back, then this would not be a problem. Where I couldn't reach, you know, the little corners to make a little bit of a cleaned up, decorative kind of situation. So that's something to make note of, you know. If you know that you're going to want to have, for sure, a nice cleaned up corner on the edge that goes onto the paper, then you probably want to step back your paper clip from the edge. Oh, excuse me. I put myself on mute before because I had a bad one coming. Oh, see, this one's giving me a hard time. Okay, you know what? We'll freehand because it's round. We can freehand. Okay, we're also going to clean up anything that looks like it's really off. So there is a couple of things that look off with this one. Let's clean up the rest. Okay, this one has a little bit off as well. Okay, there we go. Alright, this one doesn't have a decoration yet. I almost did the big giant one. That's not gonna be good. Okay, that looks maybe not. Okay, right here. So we're just cleaning it up a little bit. The other side looks good. I've cleaned that one up. This one looks good. This one looks good. Already, I'm looking at the ones I already punched corners too. Okay, so we just gotta do these two. I almost didn't check. That's the other thing. I was like almost gonna do the wrong side, which is the side where the dangle is gonna go. All right, so we did our cleanup, right? So that's also part, because you know we're folding. We've got bulk in there, which is throwing off the measurement. That's what's happening. It's not the cutting wrong because we did it with our trimmer. What's happening is that because we have a bulk of something in it, it's throwing it off in terms of lining up. But once we cut off these little, look, a few little slivers, nothing big. I just moved them to over there. All right, so we're almost done, right? Because now the last part of this is to just put in our dangles. Our dangle holes, hole thingies, whatever. So yeah, we just put this like this just because, right? So they are going to be kind of on the tab side. So let's see if we have, so we have a blue. Okay, so I'm going to go down here a little bit lower, and then we'll put a blue one in here. And then we will do our little, there we go. Okay, let's see here. This one, what can we put? What can we put? All right, let's put a white one. Okay. All right. I really hate that these things don't come out because it's so deep. Okay. Put a white one here. Probably a little low, but we'll see once we do the little push on the thing. These are from Amazon, I think. They are a little, their paint job just got scratched, but you know, I'm pushing them difficult. I'm pushing them hard. Pink, let's see. Oh, we have a red. We'll put a red one in here. On top of the booty of the bee. The booty of the bee is getting it. So if you were going to include these into your journal, to me, these might be like one per signature kind of thing. I wouldn't do just one per journal. I feel like, you know, you should kind of afford the person to have, you know, a few things if you're selling your journals and things like that. Let's see here. How do I want that to be? I want it to be like this. Okay. So you may want to have a nice green one there. Maybe include, you know, one per signature. But again, that's just me. That's probably what I would do. Coordinating them with the theme of the journal, of course. So botanical, whatever that may be, right? So you got some botanical, you got some vintagey, you got something that lends itself to being more in a masculine one. We have a black one there. Let's put it on one of these guys. And so, all right. So guys, I think this is a pretty nice. I can't see the time. I know that it's not been an hour. It's impossible that it's been an hour. If it's been an hour, I apologize. But that's crazy. Let's see here. This one, let's see if we have something that will go. Do we have a more burgundy color? Well, we have a gray. Let's put a gray in there. You could tell me that that doesn't match. That's okay. I'm feeling the gray. Okay. I know that a lot of people tend to only stick to like the antique bronze or the black or the antique gold kind of colors, but I was having a hard time finding in this size things that worked for me, and also to be cost efficient or economical, because I am, you know, I'm looking at this. These words look like they're upright. They're another language, but they look like they're upright. So that's why I'm doing this side. Let's see. Do I have another blue one already out? And no, I do not. No such luck. Excuse me. Let's put a white one. So I got these off of Amazon. And for the most part, I'm happy. They actually come with washers, which I find that I'm not sure when it's appropriate or if it's needed every single time. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. Okay. So this one has this. This has these. I thought I had a black one here, but maybe not. Purple. Let's put a red one. I think that would be cool with the black feathers. Okay. All right. We almost done. We almost done. We got 12 done. We're going to do 12. We're almost done. We got 2 more to do. I know. I thought I was going to make myself a little song there, and I went off the rails. Oh no, there's 3. I don't know how to count. Listen, in other videos, you know. You know that I've said, you know. So, okay. This is it, or this is it. So this is it. Okay. Ding, 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 ding. I'm gonna put this like mustardy, yellowy color. Yeah, I think that goes. Okay. And then we're going to do that. I don't know why I turn it. It's so weird. It's like you just have this habit that developed out of nowhere. Meaning, you know, like, okay, so I'm gonna punch the hole, right? I'm gonna put my grommet eyelet in here, right? And then I'm gonna put this like this. I'm gonna close it, but then I'm gonna turn it back this way. It's like, why couldn't I have done it just this way? Cause I'm a weirdo. All right, let's see, what color am I gonna put with this? I put red the last time. Do I have another red? No. We're gonna use what we have. I'm not gonna go digging in there. let's do purple. Because why not? Because why not? Right? Purple and yellow. They go. They go. Don't mix the paints, but they vibrate off of each other. Secondary or something like that. Colors. Alright, here we go. Alright, there we go. So, we're done with the 12. I have a bunch more that I could make. I'll set those up. I'll do those on my own time. But with you guys, we are done with the quick little mass make of making these paper clips, hidden paper clips that are also like a tab and provide for a dangle. So let's just see. We're just gonna see, right? We're gonna put them on, and it's like, there you go. Right? Pretty easy. I just keep missing the paper. Nothing's getting stuck. I just keep missing the paper. Oh, I didn't cut this one. This one didn't get decorative. Let's do that. Let's do that now. Oh, I did it on the wrong side. Oh, but it looks cute. Maybe I'll do that to the other sides, on the other ones. I don't know. Okay, let's fix this guy up so he matches all around. So yeah. So one got away. One got put on the wrong side. Got what is it called? Did I do this? What is happening? Oh, okay. So I had a little excessive glue on this side. So that could happen. Just get rid of it and then you're good to go. So yeah. Couldn't have been more smooth sailing, right? And so by measuring everything, right, then all my tabs are going to kind of stick out. I don't know what happened to this one. She's short for the same for the most part. Okay, just going to make sure that they all work. All right, I'm going to put that one that way. This one, oops, sorry. This one this way. I know, I got paper all over. Why are we not looking at other paper? Right there, 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 and then this one too seems like I didn't do the edges. I think it was very close to the thing. All right, so there we go. All of our paperclip tab with a dangle. Thank you to Antonio for the inspiration to do paper clips during this mass make March session, and thank you again for everyone who's hung out with me. If you're new, please subscribe. That would be awesome. Please like and comment, as well as you guys who have been with me for the moment, for the longest, and it's so appreciated. And I really do, you know, appreciate that you come back and leave a comment and have that conversation with me. But until next time, I will see you. Try making some paper clips. Ciao, ciao. Bye.